Welcome back to Cody's Movie Cave, where today we're going to talk about a show, a series instead of a movie. Well, kind of a series. It's a new Disney Plus series and it's animated, so it's one you can enjoy with the kiddos as well. It's called Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. Yeah, so like I said, it's an animated series, so it's one as a Star Wars fan myself, I appreciate it for nostalgia reasons and as being a fan. And my kids like it because it's animated and it's Star Wars, so they like it about that too. But what I like about it is it's kind of this anthology series, meaning that it's sporadic tales, like it don't flow consecutively. It's not episodic. It's they take a character, pluck him out, and make an episode about them, and then they do that, so on and so forth. So it's an anthology in that sort of sense. But I dig that. It's different in that sense of things. One of my favorite episodes so far has been episode 2, and I think 3 or 4. I can't remember. But it's the ones that has a younger pre-Sith Count Dooku. So it's before he sort of succumbs to the dark side and becomes a Sith Lord. He's still a Jedi Master, and he is it's a younger version, and his apprentice, a young Qui-Gon Jinn, who was played by Liam Neeson in Phantom Menace. So yeah, look, Count Dooku is one of my favorite characters. I feel like he's one that had so much potential. It was played by the great Christopher Lee. I'm a huge fan of his, So I very much was a fan of Count Dooku. So it's funny that they did this because, with all the Star Wars shows that were coming out last year, Book of Boba Fett and all that good stuff, The Mandalorian, I was like, man, how cool would it be if we could get like a prequel version of Count Dooku, like a younger version, before it's kind of explaining his story of how he becomes this Sith Lord before all of that, when he was still in the Jedi Council. I'm like, wow, that would be cool. I mean, I realize that it's a big, hard step because this role was made for Christopher Lee, and sadly he's not with us anymore. And plus, he would have to be a younger actor as well. So I was like, how could they do that, with live action? I'm not sure how that would come off, but man, would it be cool, because I am a huge Count Dooku fan. So they come out with this show, and I was psyched when I seen the trailer because I was like, a young Count Dooku. They read my mind, right? What? And so I was super excited, and I was like, there's the answer. That's how they can do it. They can do it in animated form. And find somebody who sounds very similar to Christopher Lee. Look, it's not spot on, okay? Whoever they got to voice this character, it's not a spot on Christopher Lee impression, but it's how you'd kind of imagine in your mind a young Christopher Lee would sound. And they got the look down pat, the swoop back, dark hair, kind of reminiscent to how he looked in the Dracula films. So yeah, they nailed it. These episodes were great. The first episode dealt with a infant and toddler version of Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka. So that was kind of cool to get to see her backstory as well. So look, I'm really digging this whole new Star Wars animated series, Tales of the Jedi. It's really good. I think there's like there's either 4 or 5 episodes on Disney Plus already. And so, yeah, I like it. They're short. They're like 15 to 19, 20 minutes, something like that. So it's not a real long episode. So it's a quick watch, It keeps the kids' attention span really well. It's short in that nature. Look, I like the animated Star Wars stuff, whether it be Clone Wars, really dug that series, or if it's the Bad Batch, that's a cool one too. So this one's another good solid addition to the Star Wars animated projects, if you will. Like I said, it's on Disney Plus, so you've got to have that subscription to be able to watch it. It's not on anything else, so that's the only way you will be able to see it, is on Disney Plus. And it's called Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. I'm telling you, if you dig you know, seeing the backstories of these characters fleshed out, and sort of getting you can see like where they're headed, you know, in their future as far as these characters. But it's cool to kind of see a different side of them, you know. So very cool. I really like it. Check it out on Disney Plus. It's something that you as a Star Wars fan will appreciate, and your younger kiddos as well. So Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. Check it out. As always, my opinions are like what, guys? Bottoms. Everybody's got one. Some of them stink. Have a good day.